Okay. So hello everyone. So we'll be talking about the UPRA agreement. So before going into more detail, let's talk what is UPRA and why business use this type of agreement. Okay. So UPRA stands for Unified Pilot Research Agreement. So what happens like if you know like Salesforce has three major releases, right? And am I audible, guys? Right?
Yes, Kata.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, so Salesforce has three major releases, right? And every releases, Salesforce introduces new features, and these features released within this Salesforce application, it goes through several stages during their life cycle. Before these are generally available, so it has to first go through pilot and beta phase, and so this pilot and beta testing phase, which is called this pilot program nomination. So this pilot nomination phase initially target to subset of customer and partners. So what happens? Salesforce let them to use and test the features and get their feedback. So once this pilot and beta testing phase completed, Salesforce make the feature generally available to everyone. Okay. So, when this the nominated customer before using this new feature, they have to sign the legal agreement with Salesforce, and which is called the UPRA agreement. So the whole process it is divided into three subsequent process. The first phase is pilot beta program creation and legal approval. Now what happens like the program is got created, so we have one object like R&D program, R&D program, that is what captures all the details related to pilot or beta program. So first we create the R&D program, and R&D program should go through the legal approvals. So basically the product manager will be creating the R&D program. So once it is got created, he submitted it for approval. So there is a series of approval for R&D program. So first the legal share services, right? The product council, the person who approves it, and if they, that may also need subsequent approval based on these special terms. So like we'll come to know details when I'll go to that one. So so first phase the program R&D program creation happens, it went through the legal approval, and once it got approved, so the second phase is nomination. We create the nomination. So nomination means like nominating the feature or program to the customer. So for that we have a R&D program participant object, so that is related to this R&D program. So we create the R&D program participant, which is called nomination, and once this nomination got created, then again it has to also gone through the approval process, and once this nomination approved, then account executive will be creating UPRA from that nomination for that particular customer. So that is what like the briefly I talked about, like what is the UPRA agreement life cycle. So let me go to the org and go to the create one R&D program record. So any questions so far?
Yeah, so far so good, Lata. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so as I told, like first it will start from the R&D program creation, which captures the feature in detail. Okay, so let's create one R&D program first. So here the record type we have to select as a pilot release nomination. Okay, let me give some name. And type if we see, right, it can be a beta or a pilot. Exception list, I'm not sure like why this is present, but usually we use only beta and pilot. So it can be a pilot or it can be a beta. So let's select as a pilot. And cloud says about like this feature is specific to which product. Like it can be related to sales cloud or service cloud. So this is particular based on this feature related to which product. So let me select some sales. Start date can be today, and let me select some future date. Okay. Okay, so if you see this UPRA session, right, there is a special term. So it has some business significance. Like I'll talk this one later when we'll create a UPRA. But this one, based on this, there is certain business business decision happens in future. So let me give some value here. Okay. Okay, so there are, as I told, right, there are three object associated the whole process. This R&D program. So we have done phase one. They created this this process happened in started in phase one. So they created those flow, but we have done some customization on R&D program and also in R&D program participant also. So let's talk about that. So here, if you see, right, there is one new field, this auto approve all nomination, right? So this is basically for beta. So when we'll be selecting a type beta, then there should be a value for it. It can be yes or it can be no. So if the type will be beta, like it should be yes or no both. Like it cannot be empty. There is a validation implemented, we have implemented. So this is a new field we created. This is the one, and if you see the path, right, this lightning path, that one also we have done this lightning path. And uh, yeah, so there is if you see the product manager, like if you not provide any value to this product manager, it will take the current user, like whoever the running user, right, login user, it will populate with that value. That automation is there in place. And if the sales, if you say the cloud, and there is a product council, that field, right? So there was this one also, it's based on the cloud, this product council should be auto populated. Okay, if you see here, right, this product council. So this like based on this sales, right, this here, like there is a confuse how we implemented. I'll come to that part. So what happens, like based on the cloud, there should be like product council should be populated. They have given us list of mapping, like for cloud to product council. So let me select some other value. Maybe for sales there is no configuration present, because of that it's not picking. But let me select some other text.com. Yeah, if you like I selected dash.com, right, the product council is ONLN, so there is some configuration present. Because of that, that one we have implemented. So there is a flow which is doing that. And this data we maintain in a we maintain in admin records. uh, okay. Okay, let me pick any one of them. So this is for a app exchange. So if you see, like we have created few fields for this admin record. 1 second. So these are the new field we created. Here this type, product name, subtype, and assigning. So if you see, right, this type was, I think it was present. It is not a new field type. It was only this actors value was present, but we have added this SFDC internal, and subtype is the new field we created. It is specific to we put R&D program, and so this assignee should be is a new field which populates the user who will be the product council, and the name would product name is the product, whatever the product for the cloud. So basically, why we use this admin record instead of metadata? As you know, already we have reached the metadata storage limit in production, right? So we are near to that. Because of that, we just maintain all those configuration in admin only. So because there are around I think 100, around 100 admin records for this mapping. So the detail of mapping I have documented here, and if you see the admin records, so these are the admin records they have provided initially. So what happens, like later if they want to change the product council for the for the cloud or for the product, so they can directly change the admin record, like they can like Yops team can directly change itself in the admin record. They can come and change here so that it will populate over there. So we made this configuration. Yeah, so that is one thing. And also we have the change, we have made the changes for the approval process, because previously only the approval process was for the pilot, but now it will work for also beta. Okay, so now I'll submit it for approval. So if you see, right, this is status is new, like there is a submit for approval button. So what happens? So in real time, a product manager will be submitting it for approval. Okay, now the status got changed in review. So in this review phase, what happens? The product manager will review this pilot program more like this. If there is a special term, right? So sometimes what happens because of this special term, there are some specific decision made in future. So this is something, if the product manager is not clear about this, like like there is something, maybe he needs a review from the product legal SME, so he can I can send it for approval for the commercial legal SME. So what he needs to do, he just need to populate the whoever the commercial legal SME. Let me populate my name here, and he will just mention require UPRA SME approval should be yes. Okay, so as soon as they selected this product commercial legal SME and required UPRA SME yes, then the status got changed to UPRA SME approval required. So the SME will come and review this program record and review the special term, and if everything looks good, if any modification needed, then modify here, and they make the special term approved by SME true. Okay, so now special term got approved. Once special term got approved, then product manager can approve this record. If you see, I think product manager, there is one approval email for some reason I have not received that one, but there should be some approval email once it's submitted for approval to the product manager. They can approve it from the email itself, or they can like they can approve it from here also. So let me approve it. Okay, it is assigned to ONLN. Because of that reason, I did not receive that. Product council, sorry. Product council is on ONLN. Okay, so now this program got approved. So any questions so far?
So Lata, so far how many people has to approve this? One is SME, I know, and
Yeah, here there are two key version. One is first phase is product council. So if the product council feel like right, this R&D program special terms he's not sure about that. Maybe there is some modification needed or something. He can submit for further approval. Otherwise, he can directly approve that.
okay, got it, got it.
Yeah. So let me show you the approval process also. Okay. I have just documented everything. The all the artifacts what we have created as part of UPRA Phase 2 automation. So you can get it from here, and also I have documented over here also. So I'll go to the flow also and the approval process. Yeah, so this is the approval process we modified. Earlier it was there for only, as I told, only for pilot, but we have made changes for the beta also. And the flow, which is for the mapping for the cloud to product council. That is the flow. Okay, so this was an existing flow, but we added this functionality over here. So if you see, it will start from here. Product edit. This is the record type check and action type insert. There is some update PM field for UPRA, as I told, right? If the login user is the PM, so it will automatically populate to the PM as a login user. So that is the functional here on creation of the R&D program. Now this is for both work from the insert and edit criteria. So if the product edit, product is not empty, so we are getting the admin setting over here. If you see product name, assigning type and subtype is R&D program. So like this admin record, right? Like for future also we can use for other record also, other object type also. So we can take the subtype instead of R&D program, any other you can use. So because of that we created this, this subtype value is a dependent quickly on type.
But this is only checking cloud. Product name.
Oh yeah, product name is the cloud, right? So product name will be like holding the cloud name. I mean the product name.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, R&D program name is a cloud, the label is. So
Got you, got you. That's a record. That's a field from the R&D program.
correct,
Cloud.
correct. Yeah, which is the product name. So because of that, we put this as a product name. And assignee will be the product council. We make the name as a, generic assignee, so that later also we can use, right, for other purpose also.
Yeah, left side you have admin related fields, and right side you have different things, right? So
Yeah,
R&D.
yeah, correct.
Got you.
Yeah. So here we will just fetch the admin record. If there is admin record related to this product name, then it will in the next fetch it will just it will just assign the product council. You see here, right? Record product council. It will just assign. So this is what the flow does. And okay, as I told, this is a new field we created, and there are a couple of validation we have. So I think I mentioned here. There are two validation. One is there is one update. This validation we updated, and this one we created this new validation. And this is the one, this auto approval or nomination, right? So like the beta, I told her there are two types, right? One is pilot and one is beta. So beta type auto approval nomination should have capture one capture one value, yes or no. But for for pilot you can skip that one, but for beta we have that validation in place. And because why we put this validation, so there is two scenarios when we create a nomination for this R&D program, it should be auto approved. So if this is a beta type and we select auto approve all nomination true, so when we create this nomination, right, it will auto approve. That is one scenario, and another scenario I'll talk about. Okay, so this is all about R&D program. Now let's create one R&D program participant. So if you see here the action, right, new pilot nomination, here we can create the pilot nomination. So basically the account executive or the product manager can create a pilot nomination. Okay, so this is the account, like pilot nomination will for which customer, right? So the customer will be the account. Let me select this test account. Contact, then org type, then region limit. Maybe customer is interested for this feature. So organization ID you can put like previously like it was only one organization ID we need to put, but now we changed it to the multiple org ID can hold. So some org ID you can provide, and R&D program comments. Okay, so nomination got created. Yeah, so if you see, right, the PM approval initiates a contract got nominated, the reason behind is, right. So if the approving PM, right, if the like product manager is the login user, right, the approving PM will be also the same right, product manager. By default, it will copy from there. So the approving PM, if he is a login user, so that time it will like auto approve. So as I told the previous, there is one for beta, right, one condition where it is auto approved, and for this one is for both beta and also for pilot, if the approving PM is the login user, so it will auto approve. Otherwise, like if it is not approved, right, the status will start from nominated, and again the this nominated, then again it will they have to, product manager will have to submit it for approval, and it will go to the approving PM. So the approving PM will approve this nomination, this participant. Then once it is got approved, then the nomination is eligible to create an UPRA. So this UPRA will be initiated from this this button, check and create valid UPRA. Here we will create a UPRA. And if you see the additional field, the special term, if you see, right, it copied from the R&D program. So these are carry forward to agreement also, these special terms. Okay, so here what are the customization we have done? So here this lightning path we have created this lightning path, and this no dynamic form, this flexible dynamic record form we have introduced for this one, for the R&D program participant. And there are a couple of validation we have implemented also. So the approval process we have, this is the approval process we have modified it to approve for the beta type, as beta is the new type, like the implementation we have done as part of phase 2. And yeah, there is one more thing is there. So there is an validation we have. So like for one R&D program participant, if there is one nomination is present for the account, let's say this test account, right? So that time if you try to create one more R&D program with the same account, so the validation will stop to create that. So for that, we have, this is the trigger we have handled this. Let me show you the trigger also.